To start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his crew will take. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jackson now. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing it at traffic there, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme?
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guy. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play. 2
incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Again, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
After the interception, here's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Now let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating deep.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Due to time constraint. Jackson on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go now.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. Throwing on first down. Jackson going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
No. Check. Patriot.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. That catch, I believe, will put him right at 200 yards for the game. Indeed, it does. 200 yards, he's been incredible. They run it here. Ware. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But
Jackson on first down. Going up top. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He's going to and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson. Time for a break. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.